Peacock. My colleague Ann Thompson traveled just outside of Knoxville, Tennessee to report on the friction over what it means to be an evangelical today. Her report...
What friction? They're the ones causing the fucking friction. I mean, you're about to say it here. They're mixing religion with politics, and that's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be separation of church and state. So again, what fucking friction is there? It's ridiculous.
Report was so revealing, we wanted to share...
Well, there is friction, but they're causing it.
Part of it this morning, right here on Meet the Press.
Under this flag paint...
Really? An American flag fucking rooftop. Okay, my question about this is, two questions. One, where is America mentioned in the Bible? And two, is this about America or is this about God, Christianity? What does America have to do with Christianity?
Roof. Religion and politics mix.
That's where your friction is. If Christianity kept to itself, there would be no fucking friction. I'm not saying that no seculars are causing problems. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that there is no friction coming from the atheism or skepticism. If Christianity was intended to be a quiet religion, which it is not, the exact opposite actually, and Christians were all actually quiet about it as they're supposed to be, but atheists were troublemakers, then this guy would have a valid complaint. But that's not the case.
Trump to come back sooner than later. But you know who would be a lot better than Trump coming back? Jesus coming back.
Okay, now many Christians over the years have mentioned Jesus' second coming, and mainly to threaten us atheists with. And to that I say, I wish Jesus would come soon. The sooner he comes means that the faster you motherfuckers are out of our fucking hair. Now that would mean that hell exists and I'm likely to go there. But that's okay. It would be worth it to have you people and your stupid fucking obnoxious American worship, along with your tyrannical and fascist Christian values which you preach and often use against people to your own benefit. Out of the way. Gone. I would take that. Hell would be worth that. What do you think of that, Christians?
With gusto.
Biden, you trouble Israel. Yeah.
How does Biden trouble Israel? Just a baseless assertion because you don't explain yourself or provide examples.
You trouble Israel.
This is the Patriot.
I would say Israel is a troublemaker because of that conflict they had about a year ago, along with this dome that they need to protect themselves from the Palestinians. But I can't remember. I didn't really look into either of those situations, so I don't really know anything about it, so I can't really comment. But those are shots against Israel and not Biden. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about with Biden. I'm actually burned out from researching because I've just finished writing a book about Donald, which everybody ignored. And to that I say, you people can go fuck yourselves.
Church on the outskirts of Knoxville, Tennessee.
You unvaccinated people. You are causing the trouble in the land. That's what they say.
Okay, are you guys helping matters? How are you guys helping matters? Nothing but more persecution complex going on here. Who have been running around calling who sheep in public for the past 2 years? Who are the ones who have been going to insane extremes as harassing children on their way to school over masks, protesting against vaccine mandates, along with invading schools over the vaccine mandates, along with leaving their fucking job because of the vaccine mandates?
Founded by Pastor Ken Peters.
This nation was founded on predominantly Christian values by predominantly Christian people.
Why do you want it to be? Never mind the source citation. Cite your sources, but also prove those sources are legitimate to back that claim up. Even if it is, America, Christopher Columbus and his people committed genocide and, enslaved and raped. So, are you saying those are values? Those are Christian values? Really? Oh, that didn't happen? Okay, what did happen? And were you there? Did you experience it firsthand? Were you alive back then? No. I wasn't either, but it's their word versus yours. It's all a toss-up between who's more likely to be right. Eh?
We just want to keep that in play. We just want to keep our roots alive and not let this reconstruction, this tearing up of our nation's roots and a new set of values is being pushed on us. It literally is.
And you're not pushing values even if that is true? You're not sitting in that chair preaching on national TV right now. You're not pushing values. You're not saying that... You're also not the one saying that the unvaccinated are completely innocent. It's all the vaccinated people who wear a mask who are causing all of the fucking problems, not you guys. You guys are completely innocent. I mean, you're the one with the fucking American flag on your fucking rooftop.
So whose values are being pushed on you?
These are leftist worldly values. They can't stand Christian culture. Why? Because we believe marriage is between a man and a woman. We believe that there are only two genders.
Okay, now can you stand their values? Is that why you're speaking like this in national TV? Meet the press? Is that why? Because you're just so accepting of their values? I mean, you can't just keep your values to yourself and let other people live how they want? No. You're a fucking crybaby.
Believe that life in the womb is actually human life and they're murdering human life for money.
He's
Prove it. What, God never murdered? You Christians never murder? America murders all the time. It goes to war with people and there's murder all the time. I mean, atheism is a minority in the world, let alone America. So what the fuck are you on about? You guys are so... you just insist on calling abortion murder. Well, okay, how's this? Maybe if God designed reproduction better, maybe that would never happen, huh? Maybe no murdering would be going on, huh?
not afraid to take sides and thinks God does too.
One thing I've learned about Scripture and the Lord is God can use anybody. In the Bible, He even used a donkey. And if
Why do you approve of this? Why do you want God using anything or anybody? Why do you want to be used? Why do you want everybody to be used? Why do you approve of God using period? An omnipotent being has to use its own creation? What's that about?
God can use a donkey, He can use President Trump.
Do you think God is using President Trump?
Absolutely. I think President Trump is a miracle. I think God picked...
How can miracles exist if God is omnipotent and his capabilities are limitless? Or I guess maybe I should ask for a definition of miracle.
Donald Trump, an imperfect vessel, to be the champion of his people.
That
What?
Perfect vessel is a miracle. I think God picked Donald Trump, an imperfect vessel.
An imperfect vessel? What does that even mean?
To be the champion of his people.
that intertwining of patriotism
How is Donald a champion of the people and being an imperfect vessel, as you say, how can he be a champion of the people? And ultimately, why would God choose an empty vessel if he banished Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden? How is God a champion of people? Define champion. I mean, what are you talking about there? Why does anybody have to be a champion of the people?
in politics and religion is attracting a devoted following.
When you're in a culture where everybody's trying to silence you, it's great to be able to share how you really feel with people who feel the same way.
How are you being silenced? You're talking on national television. NBC, whatever.
Or just checking.
Yeah, NBC News. Yeah, you're real silenced. You were able to say that. How were you censored?
Who feel the same way.
Or just checking it out. Actually saw it on CNN, and if they say something bad about it, it might be good.
Peters.
Okay, how is it good? I bet you if you were to click on this video, you would cry persecution just like he is.